I'll wear my suit, I think. Best to arrive looking smart.
I see.
I haven't been gone a week. Well, maybe a bit more.
You said it would be a week at the most.
Well, I'll let you know if I have to stay any longer. Or they will. I should be getting out. It's an 8-hour drive. I don't want to be late.
You could drive a bit faster.
Penny, you're ridiculous.
I'm not sending you off to some unknown place unsatisfied.
I'll tell old Jankers you made me late. And why?
That old schoolmaster. Is he going on the course?
He's my sponsor, you might say.
You could do with a bit of this dry old stick that he is.
He's a nice old boy. I'm very fond of him.
So am I, but he's still dry old stick.
He's very odd yesterday. Not his usual self at all. He wished me luck and all that, but I don't know. He seemed embarrassed.
What's this?
Instructions for the course.
Oh, let's have a look.
Not to be opened until I get there.
By order of the great Jankers.
Yup. Penny, give it back.
Don't forget, I'll be at Mother's all next week if you want to phone me.
I shouldn't think I'll have much opportunity, darling.
Bye, darling. Take care.
Don't stand about in your negligee.
Give the neighbours a treat. You have to advertise, you know. They see you with the suitcases, me and my nightie. Might get some offers.
Get inside. You're a harlot underneath it all. Do you know that? A harlot.
Call again next time you're in town.
Listen, darling, if they ring, just say that I've had trouble with the car, okay? I don't know, they're working on it now. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Two, please.
All right. Oh, I like the game. Right? Okay. Won't get that done today.
What's wrong with it?
Just the tea, Beth. It's all clogged up, like treacle. Now there's someone with a grudge against you.
Not that I'm aware of.
Couldn't make it out for a bit. Then it hit me. Your tank is full of bleeding sugar.
Sugar? I don't believe it. No one would do a thing like that, not where I live.
You'll have to have a new tank.
Can't you fix it?
Not tonight. Not tomorrow either. I'll have to strip her right down.
Excuse me, can I? Thanks very much.
Couldn't help overhearing. Disgraceful. Nothing is sacred these days.
I can't understand. I mean, who goes around...
Hooligans. Bring back capital punishment, I would.
He must have made a mistake.
Going far, are you?
Yes.
Going north?
Yes.
I'm going that way.
Northumberland?
Which part?
Well, I was heading for Hexham.
Yes, I'm going that way, all right.
I'd be very grateful if you could just drop me near a railway station. I'll just get my bags. Which is your car?
The Oscar. It's a grey.
Marvellous. Thanks very much indeed.
For that relief, much thanks. You should eat more than that, a young lad like you.
I'm not hungry. I'm a bit anxious about the time.
Might as well be hung for a sheep as a lamb. What time do you say you're due?
8 o'clock. I don't like to be late. Makes a bad impression.
That'll be your training, I expect.
What training?
I'd say you'd been in the services.
What makes you say that?
There's your haircut. No, it's more the way you walk. Not the usual modern slouch that passes for a walk. Can't stand the way young people today carry themselves. You've been out long?
No, not very long.
Army?
Navy, Fleet Aero.
Having a go at Civvy Street, eh?
I'm starting a course today. That's why I'm anxious not to be late. Thank you. Thanks very much for all your trouble. Good night. Night. White, Lieutenant.
Yes, we've been expecting you.
I'm awfully late. Car broke down. I'm sorry to have got you off.
I'll show you to your room.
That bed's a welcome sight. There is one thing perhaps you can help me with. In the morning, what should I wear? I mean, I've got no idea. Should it be fatigues or what?
It's up to you, I suppose.
I suppose if I'd arrived on time, I would have had a briefing.
All in good time. Well, sleep well. Good night.
Good night.
Jesus.
Yes.
Who gave you sodding permission to smoke? It's a filthy bloody habit, makes everything stink. Well, cleanliness is the rule here, and spotlessness is the order.
Just a minute! What rank are you?
Rank? You dare to ask my rank? A snivelling little fart like you? You turn up here hours late in the middle of the night with some cock and bull story about your car breaking down? It's more likely you was in Newcastle with some old tart. This is a window ledge, not a bloody wardrobe.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, brought some fine clothes, have we, to impress the ladies? Well, you'll find no tarts here, mister.
I see.
You see? And what do you see, you stupid little fart?
It's begun, has it?
Now, you just listen, you obnoxious little fart. Get this place cleaned up, otherwise it'll be more than your bloody car breaking down.
Clean it up yourself, you great turd.
Did you spend the night there?
What was left of it?
That was a bit unnecessary. Why don't you get dressed? Fatigues would be appropriate. What a mess, this place. Your umpire is Captain Reed. You can request to see him at any hour of the day or night. He will never be impersonated and will stop the procedure any time you're asking him to do so. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
You have willingly volunteered for a course of intensive interrogation. And you understand what that implies?
Yes, sir.
Chadwick, we'll be seeing a bit of each other.
Am I allowed breakfast?
When due course? You were late arriving, I understand.
My car broke down.
Oh, you chaps will insist on these fast sports cars. You know the best car ever made in this country? The Morris Minor. It's a damn shame they discontinued them.
I left my car at a garage in the Midlands.
Yes.
I didn't have it with me last night.
I don't expect you did have if you left it in the Midlands. We'll arrange to pick it out. Oh, it'll have to come out of your pay, of course. Unless you're a member of the AA.
No.
What was wrong with it? Bad luck in not being a member.
Someone put sugar in the tank.
Someone did what?
Well, so the mechanic said.
You're not, screwing around, are you?
That's an impertinent question.
I agree. Are you?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, the only other case I heard of, this chap was knocking around with another fellow's wife. The husband got to hear about it and put sugar in Loverboy's tank. It cost him a fortune. New tank tubes, the lot. I never heard if it would pay to the affair. So, how did you get from the Midlands to here?
I got a lift.
Oh, on the thumb?
No, there was a chap in the garage who was going north, and he offered me a lift.
I was easy on him. Where did he drop you?
Well, he said he was spending the night in Newcastle. Insisted on driving me out here. He was only trying to be kind. He knew I was late, you see. Can I have a cup of tea?
How did he know you were there?
I told him. I told him I was starting a civilian course and didn't want to be late on my first day.
Did you tell him anything else?
No.
Why did you say civilian? Civilian course?
Well, he guessed that I'd been in the forces. He said, was I in the forces? And I said I used to be.
Did he ask you any other question?
Well, we just chatted, you know.
And you let him bring you here? You are aware how sensitive this installation is.
He just...
Where's your car?
I told you.
The address?
Well, I wrote it down. What about my breakfast?
Breakfast's over. Perhaps you'll catch lunch or, failing that, dinner. This place could look smarter.
It's really quite clever.
What is?
All this business about the lift. All part of the exercise.
Well, you better pray he really was just a good Samaritan. If it wasn't, my lad, you won't know what's hit you. Right, ablutions.
When do I eat?
You've missed breakfast. Move! And you won't need that. It's not a bloody beauty parlour.
I need a towel.
Okay, Reg. Right, you, out.
You sods won't break me.
Check the line 14, will you?
It's only a course, James.
Oh, this way, sir.
Steak, please.
How would you like it, sir?
Medium.
Medium to rare or medium to well done?
Medium, with potatoes.
Vegetables?
And cigarettes, Benson's.
Certainly, sir.
And matches, I want them now.
Sir?
Hello, James. Don't get up. Mind if I join you?
My pleasure, I assure you, sir.
Look a bit rough, old chap.
Well, I never expected to see you here, sir.
One or two things to do.
It's a relief to see somebody one knows.
How's Penny?
Oh, Ace. She's spending the week with her mother.
We must all get together when this little lot's over. She makes me laugh. Makes me feel young.
Would you like to order, sir?
Large gin and tonic, please. No ice. And the menu.
Sir.
Can I have my cigarettes?
Sorry, sir.
Have one of mine.
Thank you, sir.
A damn fine girl, Penny. She still referred to me as Jankers.
Yeah. How did you know she called you that, sir?
Jankers? Came up sometime or other.
She would hardly call you that to your face.
Oh, don't worry, old chap. No offense taken. On the contrary, I was quite charmed by it. Christmas party, I think it was. I call you Jankers, she said. Oh, Jankers, that's right. I took it as a term of affection. You should try the spotted dick here. It's excellent.
You've been here before?
Once or twice. You seem to be bearing up.
Oh, apart from the lack of food and sleep, I'm fine. How long does it go on for, sir?
Well, you can stop it any time you wish.
Oh, no, I wouldn't stop it. I just wondered how long.
Well, it's up to the chaps here. You know, no one will think any the less of you if you don't complete.
I will.
Yeah. It's one's own limits that are important. Thank you.
Can you give a message to Penny?
Yeah, I'm afraid I can't do that, old chap.
Sir, why did you give me this?
I was requested to do so.
I see. Sir, this is the first time I've been allowed out of my room for, I think, 4 days. I can come in here and order a meal, which I don't believe for 1 second I shall be allowed to eat. And then you join me. Forgive me, sir, it does seem a little coincidental.
James, I've known you since your school days. We've always been very close. This chap who gave you a lift, had you ever seen him before?
No.
Had you ever communicated with him by any means whatsoever?
No.
The intelligence chap's on a bit of a spin.
Sir, when you're not allowed to sleep, you think all sorts of things. Isn't this all part of the exercise?
This chap who gave you a lift is known to intelligence.
God almighty. Well, then why...
James, I'd like to sound you out on 1 or 2 things.
As part of the exercise?
No, between us. Why did you volunteer for this course?
Partly because you brought it to my attention, I suppose.
And?
Well, I fly in very advanced aircraft. Should I fall into the hands of an enemy, I should like to be prepared. I should like to be able to resist him.
Good. There's some people I'd like you to meet when this is all over.
Yes.
The people running this course are concerned quite properly with an external threat. However, there are others who are of the opinion that the battle may take place here at home, rather than in the corner of some far-flung foreign field. We'd like to know what you up-and-coming chaps feel.
I don't follow, sir.
Some of us are of the opinion that the time is fast approaching when only the combined forces will be able and willing to keep order, and that it will be our duty to do so.
But we take such instructions from the government of the day.
And that presupposes the government is capable of governing. Our feeling is simply that we should be ready if the need arises, not that we should precipitate the situation. Give it some thought, James, and we'll have a chat when you return.
Excuse me, sir. You, on your feet. I said on your feet!
I am not leaving here without my cigarettes.
You will do... And the matches!
There, up, old chap.
I'll have them kegs.
There you were.
I'll have them, one way or another. In here.
What did they do to you?
Sensory deprivation. Know what it is in advance. I mean, you know they're going to hood you. You know there'll be the noise. I prepared myself for it. I thought I could hold out. I'm not going through it anymore. I've had enough, no more.
How long do they do this?
You lose track. What day is it?
Thursday. I think.
I want out. You hear?
Why don't you call for your umpire? On the form we signed, it said...
Don't trust anybody here.
But it said the umpire could be completely trusted.
That only means to me that nobody else can be. So everyone can be somebody else, including you.
When you arrived...
No more talk. Get out.
You, out.
Describe the man who gave you the lift.
Who are you?
Is this him?
Yes.
Have you ever seen him before?
No. Who are you?
Who I am is not your concern. You told Major Chadwick this man was never out of your sight.
Yes.
How long were you together?
6 hours, maybe a bit more.
And you led him straight here. You are aware of the classification this installation has?
He was very insistent. I thought he was just being kind.
Did he mention what work he did?
If he did, I don't remember.
I see. You did all the talking.
I didn't tell him anything.
You told him you were in the Fleet Air Arm. You told him you were going on a course. You let him bring you here. You allowed him to interrogate you for 6 hours. What else did you tell him, you dumb bastard? Get yourself to attention.
He did not interrogate me, sir.
You wouldn't be aware of it. Not with a man of his experience. How many times have you made contact with this man?
Never.
You're asking us to believe it was pure coincidence? You know the penalty for passing information to an enemy?
I did not pass any information, sir.
We believe you were carrying classified information. When your belongings were cleared from this room, that information was not among them.
You passed that information on to him.
No, sir.
Then where is it?
Why did you hide it? Why did you feel you had to hide it?
I don't know, sir. I did it instinctively.
Perhaps these are the reason. Recognize them?
They seem to be...
Photostats of everything that was in that envelope.
We traced your Good Samaritan to a room in Newcastle. We got these, but not him. And we want him.
How do you contact him?
Look, I've told you, I've never seen him.
Did you make these copies?
No!
You had the envelope in your home overnight. Perhaps your wife made the copies.
Don't be ridiculous!
Somebody did!
There was one time when we weren't together. We stopped at a pub for a sandwich. He went to the lavatory. When I arrived here and I unpacked my clothes, they were in the wrong order. I noticed it, but it didn't make sense.
But now it does. How convenient.
And there were scratches on the lock of my case.
Why didn't you remember this before?
I forgot. I haven't had much sleep.
You probably scratched the locks yourself.
I didn't.
It's a pretty poor try. A man of his experience doesn't scratch locks. You'll have to find a better one than that.
It's the truth.
Why were you carrying classified documents related to regional seats of government?
They were issued to me.
Ah, yes. By Commodore Jacobs. I find that a little strange. Don't you?
I did. He was very formal. I said to my wife that he seemed embarrassed.
You showed those papers to your wife?
No! She saw the envelope. I didn't unpack it until I arrived here. I thought it was all part of the course, that would be the information you would try to get out of me.
Very enterprising of you.
Thank you for waiting, sir. This man claims you gave him this envelope containing information relating to RSGs. Did you do that, sir?
Certainly not. I never saw them before.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sorry. Dozed off. It's a tiring little business. Bastard. No. You're in no condition for that.
I'm fit. I've always kept myself in good shape. I play squash. Oh, God. Please let me sleep. Please, just ask them to let me sleep.
You can sleep all you want, soon. Tell me about your contact. Where and when you meet, what you give him.
I gave him nothing. Nothing.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Oh, then leave me alone.
The snag is, we have no satisfactory explanation for those photostats. If you didn't make them, who did?
Don't know.
You like to keep fit, you say. Does that please your wife?
What?
Does that please Penny?
You stay away from my private life.
You have no private life. You must grasp that fact.
Leave her alone.
She is, I believe, what the Americans used to call a hot little number. To put it bluntly, do you satisfy her? It's a funny thing, but often it's not the strong, fit young men that make the best lovers. For instance, what is she at while you're here?
She's gone to her mother's.
She hasn't, you know.
She said that's what she was going to do.
Perhaps she changed her mind. You see, the easiest way to recruit people is blackmail. If Penny had, shall we say, been indiscreet. If you could give that matter some objective thought, you might come up with some clue, some hint. Then we could clear up this business. You can sleep now.
Yeah? When? Just find out which police station. Then get me Major Chadwick.
Beats me how you got through that. Where did you think you were going? All you needed to do was to call for your umpire.
And you'd just forget the photostats.
No. You want to see your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
More coffee?
No, thanks.
Well, it's not every day that I have breakfast with a pretty girl.
Now, you didn't ask me to flatter me.
No, of course not. You're quite right. James is on a very tough course. It's nothing to be alarmed about. It's just a friendly word. It's not official.
What sort of course?
Didn't he tell you? No, of course he wouldn't. I can't tell you either. Suffice to say that it'll have an effect on him for a while. He'll be irritable, nervous, may even be a bit irrational. understand and support him.
Can't you tell me any more?
I shouldn't be telling you this much. Just remember the course will have been a great strain.
James is very fond of you. I understand why.
Not a word about our meeting. It might look a bit to James like the old man meddling.
Oh, he'd be flattered.
No, I must insist on that point. I must have your promise, my dear.
If you insist.
I do.
There's one. You want some cigarettes?
I'll have a packet of Benson's.
Won't be a second.
It's all right. I know where he's going.
James, what are you doing home?
Surprise?
Well, you said it would be a week at least. I'll draw the curtains.
Leave them! Switch on a light.
My God, you look awful. What's going on, James?
Nothing's going on. They gave me a day off. Thought I'd come home. I could do with a cup of coffee.
Yes.
Seen anyone while I've been away?
I saw Simon and Janet the other night.
I thought you were going to your mother's.
She carried on a bit about my not giving her enough warning, so I decided to stay at home. Darling, what is this course? You look terrible.
I'm not allowed to say. Has Jankers been in touch?
Should he have been?
I asked him to give you a message.
What was it?
Doesn't matter now.
When do you have to go back?
Tonight. Tomorrow.
I'll make you something to eat. Why don't you go to bed?
Bed. Aren't you satisfied? Don't I satisfy you?
Someone put sugar in my tank! Did you know that?
What are you talking about?
Oh, they didn't tell you.
You liar!
What are they doing to you?
What does it say this time?
I, Lieutenant James White, confess that on the 10th of November I did willingly and for gain hand over classified information to an agent of a foreign power.
Why do you do this work?
Someone has to do it.
Why? Why does someone have to do it?
A society that does not prepare is a society that has no regard for itself.
Can you have any regard for yourself?
I seldom give it much thought.
This is a lie.
So you say.
Because I know it to be the truth.
But you just said it was a lie.
It is the truth that it is a lie. Or it's a lie that it is the truth. Do you really want to know who made those photostats? Commodore Jacobs.
Why would he do that?
He's one of a group of senior officers who are preparing for the day when the military will have to take
Coup in England?
Yes.
You don't expect me to believe that?
No. Not for a second.
We thought you'd be more vulnerable to a mental approach. Sorry to have treated you so badly, old chap. The experience might come in useful one of these days.
No copies?
No.
It's over, James. Well done.
You said that he was an enemy agent.
I said he was known to intelligence, which of course he is.
So he was just part of the game.
Yeah.
Well, I guessed that from the beginning.
But you didn't really believe your guess was correct. So you left yourself open to all sorts of suggestions, which they duly fed to you.
If you've been lying all along, how can I believe you now? I attacked Penny. I assaulted my own wife.
I'm sorry, James. That wasn't meant to happen.
But it did.
Going all the way, are you? Years since I've been to London. On business? Or going out on the weekend?
Why are you asking all these bloody questions?
Beg your pardon.
What business of yours is it where I'm going? Mind your own business. Just mind your own bloody business.